You are live. I know I'm alive. Don't need a computer to tell me that. Well, I'll sit here for a few minutes and see if anybody is paying attention or if they're out there this time of day. Meanwhile, I'm going to just sit here. Grounds Family Farms going live tonight. Yeah. I've got 383 subscribers now. Melinda, hey. Somebody's awake out there this time of day. How are you doing?
Out there this time of day.
Are you still moving? Or have you accomplished that yet? Well, you might get somebody else coming in here. Thought I'd jump on here. I didn't want to jump on tonight because Grounds Family Farms going to be going live tonight. And since we had so much rain here and you can't do much outside, thought, well, let me by the end of the month, okay? And I don't really want to think about ever moving. Hey, Peggy. There she is. Thinking about moving would be horrifying for me after all these years. Well, yeah. I got two family members in here right now. I got Peggy and Melinda. It's just the three of us now, Peggy. We've had a lot of rain. Not hard rain, just enough to, yes, rain again. And there's rain tonight. It's quit right now, but everything's wet. We can't get a break. Can't get a break. I got the bush hog that's hooked to the tractor sitting out here. I was going to, hopefully, I said, well, based on the percentage of rain, we might not get none. But, so I was going to bush hog down in the pastures and, no, it rained. And we, still haven't got my truck to the shop. We just got the trailer back here a little bit ago. They went over and got it and brought the other tractor over here too, because we didn't want to have to keep unhooking the bush hog to do different things. That way the bush hog can stay hooked up for a little while. Yep. Rain, 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 rain. I have to make a song about it. There's rain in the air. So that's a job too, ain't it? It's barely starting to dry out. It's supposed to rain more here too. Well, I guess none of us get a break. Yep. Well, I've got stuff I could do in the shed. I got stuff I could go down and do in the barn. But I got another load of stuff hauled out of there in the wheelbarrow yesterday evening. And before I closed out my video, I did that. And Scott showed up, so he come down and started feeding. So I went ahead and started doing the watering. And after I got that wheelbarrow out of there, I decided it's time to quit because the day before yesterday, I come home miserable. I come in the house, I just pushed myself, and I couldn't hardly raise my left arm, move my left arm. My shoulder was in dire need of some relaxation. And yesterday, when I did that one load out of there, I said, that's all I'm doing today, because I'm not going to get myself to hurting like I was the day before. So, what's funny is I raked up a bunch in a pile. And so next time I just go out there and shovel it up, but it didn't stay in a pile. The chickens are determined to spread it back out. So they just made a mess. No, not this kind of pain. No. I try not to even take a pain pill or anything. And I've got them, believe me. Huh? Right there. I can't even tell you when I took the last one. I just don't. If I can resort to getting comfortable, getting in the massage chair, turn the heat on it, and relax and get it to ease off, even if I have to go on in from then there to bed, then that's what I do instead of taking the pills. Maybe if you go mess up something in the nest. Well, that's just it. They think everywhere they are is a nest. There's chickens laying eggs in places that's not safe, I guess you could say. Animals will haul it. Some animal will come and grab it and take off with it. And but the chicken coop's the safest place. But no, they want to lay them outside the barn, all the way up here at the house. Walk around, find eggs. The only problem with that, there's Eric. Hello, Eric. And I had to take one at 2 a.m. Couldn't sleep. Excuse me. And yeah, they had I know what you're saying, Melinda. I just try to fight through it, and I have been to the point to where it's not going to happen fast enough, and I can't take no more. But I do my best not to, and I'm pretty good at it. Of course, my doctor says my pain tolerance is way over my head. Yeah, it did pay yesterday. Yeah. Well, it rain here again today, Eric. just rain. It wasn't a hard pour down rain, just a good, steady, constant rain. Drowned at everything. Well, we had Manny over here. Manny was over here today. We needed to put this 5 gallons of diesel in the tractor. I was like, "Hey, Manny, we need help out here a little bit." So he climbed up there and poured the diesel in the tractor. Yeah. I went in with problems, and my doctor like, "I don't know how you walking. I don't know how you walk with your back in that shape and your shoulder like that. I don't know how you do it." And I said, "Well, I get up, stand on my feet, start walking." She goes, "But both your knees are eat up with arthritis. How you doing that?" I'm like, "I'm just doing it." Oh, they're gonna order an MRI. Yeah, we last night we were getting a lot of high winds. Well, yeah. Dan is out there barking away at something. Can y'all hear him? He's quit now. He likes to chase chickens. We're having to teach him not to do that. Yeah, Dan, not Daniel. The little puppy. I don't see him. I don't hear him no more neither. Yeah. Oh. What that bootleg thing? Hmm. Well, that's a good thing. Now uh I've got 2 boots back there. They're like you're kind of what you're talking about, but they're not for walking on. They're not for walking. They are for uh keeping your muscles from locking up. You put them on when you put your foot in it, and then you lace it. You strap it to your foot and your leg, and then you pull the thing back, and it bends your foot upward.
Motion detected in the front yard.
And when you wake up in the morning, you're you take the things off. I'm supposed to wear them a lot more than I do, and so many hours a day. But I don't wear them. I do put them on at night sometimes, more often than I used to. After I kind of slowed down using them, but it's to keep the muscles stretched. Uh, 'Cause my brain was sending these signals and not letting my feet work. but it's hard to get up and start walking after you wear them, go to sleep with them, and wake up with them, and you take them off, and your your foot's been pulled back like this, and when you take them off, your foot goes to normal, and you're like, you know, like yeah, your foot, it's hard to walk at first when you first do it, and but and she's always asking me, "Are you still wearing them and here keeping that foot so that foot won't do what it's doing and all this kind of stuff, you know?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm still doing it." She didn't ask how often, but I do still do it. Neil, Neil is up and about. How is Neil doing? For over 2 months now. Yeah, yeah. Well, I gotta admit, it when you first the ones I got and the way that they're what they're designed to do works. Uh, but by the time you wake up in the morning, it's worked a little too well. But I'm supposed to do it, so many hours. I got the chart somewhere. Uh, so many hours, and then shorter times like throughout the day, and uh, Neil is doing Neil. Yeah, exactly. My when it's pulled back like that, and then it goes back to normal, and then your foot feels like this, like. I have got tried to get up real quick, and after taking them off, and I learned real quick you don't move real quick. you slow, you know. I'm like, just hold on, I'll make it there in a minute. I know I gotta go. And trying to stand up is it's a lot of fun, and that's one of the reasons I don't wear them that often. I would. Uh, I see when I put them on night before last, and used them. But I didn't do them during the day, and I didn't do that 2 hour part and all that. She says, "You don't have nothing else to do." I said, "Are you kidding me? Come on over to the farm." Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I talked to a guy earlier. He has a friend that's become a monk. Uh, More power to him. We were we had a little bit different opinion because he says his friend is separating himself from people and away from the world. And I reminded him that, are we really supposed to do that? I said, I think that Jesus didn't hang around with a bunch of Christians, you know. He said, get out and spread his word. Y'all see Neil's comment, but why can't you see it? You see it? Do you see it when I do that? Can you see it when I put it on the screen? No, but a bunch of God-fearing people. There was a lot of God-fearing people in those days. The worst of the worst even feared God. They believed the Old Testament. They believed that the Messiah was coming. They were afraid of that. Huh. I don't know. Neil, what have you done? Melinda can't see your typing. What have you done, Neil? Or Melinda, did you time him? Did you time him out on your end? Oh, News Channel 9 tracking the Tuesday evening storms. We got Tuesday evening storms coming. Self. I didn't do it. Yeah. I don't know. I can't explain it, Melinda. Yeah. I don't know what we're going to do. The garden is still muddy. And all you going, the guy up the road, he tried to plow his up the other day, and when I rode by, I saw them big clumps of mud he was flipping up there. They ain't gonna let him turn hard as a cinder block when it dries up. He just had to do it all over again. And then that's actually more work because they got to break all those big clots up. Yep. I'm not looking forward to it raining another drop. I'm going to tell you. I have had enough. And I've been working outside around in the barn and around outside where I could. It just dried up enough to mow grass the other day, and it no sooner mowed, it rained. And as soon as it rained, it needed cutting again. So as soon as it dried up, I cut it again. And now it's raining again. So it's going to be ready to mow again tomorrow. Neil wants to know if you can see his comments now. He says, I promise I didn't do anything.
Motion detected in the front yard.
Yeah. And Manny's young man, I didn't mean to do that. He's got a ball game at 7:30 tonight. They finished the sunroom, rebuilding the sunroom. She still can't see it unless I put it up. Well, the question is, Neil, can you see hers over on your side? I don't know. The numbers are moving, but and I've got 383 subscribers now, and altogether 459 videos out there. You can see hers. Well, and she can see Peggy's and everybody else's. I don't. Weird. We had to say hello to the Eddy family farm. Neil can see, and Eric can see both of them. Let's see. Yeah, I did have more videos than I had subscribers. And wow, Mother's Day I gained 4 or 5, and got thank you. My little video I put
Motion
out.
detected in the front yard.
Be quiet. Nobody asked you. I see what's going on outside. There's nothing out there except for those noisy bugs. So, got the trailer over here and the tractor over here. That trailer is what I'm going to use to tow my truck to the shop with. Okay, I'm back. Can you see what Neil typed now? Neil has posted something. Since you came back. Oh, Neil. Neil, she's blocked you in her chat somehow. You think so? She probably had to, because you had her laughing too much one time or another. And she just says, I can't take no more. She still can't see it. Oh, yeah. He says, no, I didn't. I promise. Oh, Gibson. Hello. Good to see you. I just come on to see who all was here. I haven't been able to get nothing done that I want to work on because of the rain. I don't know. I can sit here and guess a million different things and none of them would be right. I don't know why Melinda can't see Neil. But I promise to try not to miss one and post it up on the screen so you can see it, Melinda. Neil, if you got anything you want to say to Melinda, we're gonna put it on the screen. Ouch. Have you still got it packed? Did it stop all the red stuff and all that stuff? I have to wait about a week. If I have to go to the dentist, I have to wait about a week before I go. And cut some medicine out. They usually don't bother me to have a tooth pulled. Used to tell those jokes. Did you go to the dentist? Yeah. Did they numb you? Yeah. And then sit there and ask me the whole time I was sitting there. Never had a word to say to me. Never asked me any questions until after they numbed me. And they put this big plastic thing in your mouth and hold your mouth a certain way. And then they want to ask you 100 questions. They want you to sit there and go, I never understood that. I really hadn't. Oh, yeah, Neil. Now you can talk bad about her and she can't see it. Oh, yes, she can, because I told her I'd put up everything you said. Ooh, 3 of them. I hear you. I try to avoid. Well, I've had 2 worked on at the same time. You think they do it just to laugh? I'm sure. Of course, you're laying in a chair and they're standing back over here. You can't see them. Yeah, that is a lot in one day, ain't it, Melinda? 3. But go ahead and get it over with. Look at that, Neil. She says she's loopy. Neil has something to say about that one. Where did Neil go? He said, that, yeah, Peggy told me in my last video, I think it was, where I was talking about how I was going to do the fence. She thought it was a good idea. Nobody else said nothing. Like, so that made me, I'm like, well, at least one person liked that idea. I've got a feeling other people might not think too much of it because they're just not saying nothing. This one investigate. uh, that's something I might do if it don't rain. Uh, in a few hours. Oh, wait a minute. What time is it? Yeah, in about an hour. Because Grounds Family Farm is going live tonight. Y'all seen that, right? 10 o'clock their time, I think. That's probably about 9 o'clock my time. Yeah. I mean, I got to thinking about it because I'm going to put the net on with ties. I'm going to stretch it tight and just put ties on it. And I can just walk down through there and clip, 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 clip. Take the wire off the pin and turn it around the other direction. Okay, you can block another viewer from seeing your chat message, but that would mean that I wouldn't be able to see hers either. And I can, so that can't be it. Now, last night, who went live last night? Eddie Family Farm, wasn't it? Yeah. I couldn't read the screen. I couldn't see nothing. I got something in my good eye yesterday, and my bad eye wasn't working good. And I washed them out and everything else. And yeah. And I just, I was sitting there trying to read some of the stuff, see who was in there, and I saw one or two, and then I was like, okay, that's enough. I can't. My water was running all down my face, like it's trying to do now. Tomorrow, I believe, is her surgery day. I believe it's tomorrow. So hopefully we'll get to see her one more time before she goes. I was listening to the chat last night and listening to the live, and I'd say something every once in a while. And, you know, uh, I said a prayer for her from the start and said, she was 2 weeks away and all that. And I went ahead and just started thanking the Lord for the great recovery and the right people was going to be on the job. So I'm just giving thanks for something I haven't seen yet. If you make this, yeah, that'd be a lot of work. A lot from me. I was just, yeah, I hear you, Neil. I just couldn't see. I think I saw your name one time. I was just trying to scroll through it and look, and my eyes were turning all in my head. Oh, I was like, okay. But, so I sat there and with the heat massage on my back and my legs and uh, just listened. And would, you know. He said, Melinda, he said I said, Melinda's a wonderful person. Don't put that up, Dean. She thinks I like her. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Well, but I told her I'd do it, Neil. Oh, but can you imagine? I said Wednesday, but I'm not sure. Wait a minute, I missed something there. She said, oh, Wednesday, yeah. I'm pretty sure it is Wednesday. Uh, yeah. Migraines. I'll tell you what, the worst headache I ever had, and I would classify it the worst migraine I ever had. Let's put it that way. I was on Interstate 10. It's been years ago. I was headed eastbound. I was coming out of LA, and I got hit with one that, I mean, it felt like somebody had done split my skull in three places and was still beating it with a chisel. And I'm driving. And I was like, it hit me all at once. And I was like, oh man. And I, I'd never had nothing that bad before. And I made it, I thought I was going to pull it on the side of the road. I was actually starting to feel sick. And I climbed out of my truck I made it down to the truck stop. And I climbed out of my truck, and I didn't have nothing for a headache in my truck at all. And I made it out, and now that pain pill, headache pill, I don't have any because I don't think never used one in years since. Uh, Aleve. Aleve had just come out on the market, and I managed. I mean, I was walking like a drunk. I was hurting so bad, and I went in to the store part, and I started looking for something. I got to take something for this headache. I got to take something. And I saw that display, and I said, "Oh, I've seen that on TV, being advertised. I think I'll try it." So I tried it, and I made it back out to my truck, and I laid down, and 15 minutes later, my headache was gone. I couldn't believe it. Well, now my doctor don't wouldn't want me to take a leave for anything because of my blood pressure. A leave messes with your blood pressure. I didn't know that, but Neil says something else. I just pushed. Oh, can you see? Can you see his now? Now let's go back. That didn't work. Huh. That right there was his last message as far as knowing what to look for. because he took his hat off and went down in defeat. I mean, he said he couldn't find anything else. I have been sick in bed for 2 or 3 weeks. Uh, mm-mm. That's that's not good. Oh, look out! Crack your window there, Melinda. Raise your window up just enough for a pigeon to get in. Neil's sending messages to you. I think she did that already. Yeah. Do they know why? See, I tell my doctor all the time, can't I don't want something to ease the problem. I want something to fix the problem. Uh, I don't want to manage the problem. I want to fix the problem. She's in East Texas. Oh, Melinda, are you just moving down the road somewhere close by, or just relocating in the neighborhood or something? That's something I meant to ask you the other day. I just thought of it. Oh. All right, here Neil says something else, Melinda. Yeah, I agree with that too. Yeah, there you go, Neil. Take good care of them now. Keep them in the ice box. It's from my migraines. Ouch. I got you. Well, we're gonna remember this and see if we can't get you on your feet. We're gonna talk to the Lord about this. A couple hours, huh? But closer to Dallas. I don't know if that's a good thing or not there, Melinda. Peggy got you. Big Sandy. I know where that's at. You just not too far off of 20. Grounds Family Farm. There they are. Look, aren't we going? Grounds Family Farm can answer that question. They're going live tonight, so they can answer a whole lot of questions on their live. But K1, K2, K2's going to the hospital tomorrow, right? Yes, okay. That's tomorrow. Yeah. That's what I started this chat off with, was telling everybody, you're going live tonight. Grounds Family Farm will be going live straight to you from their camera to yours. Say hey to the K's. Yes. Well, tomorrow will be a day of thanks on my end. I've already asked the Lord, and I've already accepted that He answered it. So now I ain't got nothing to do but to thank Him for it. Hey, it will be at 10 o'clock their time. I think that's 9 o'clock Eastern time. I believe they're using their time zone for posting what time they're going to be going live. So it'll be 9 o'clock my time. They don't put on their Eastern, Central, or Pacific or anything, you know. So it's 7 o'clock my time, right? 7:10 my time right now. 9 Central. Okay. So 10 o'clock my time. 9 Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Yep. That's why I went ahead and went live. I thought about waiting and just coming on about an hour and a half before you did, and then tell everybody that was on here, just to everybody jump over there at one time, fill the room up, you know. But then I heard that I did that before, and then people got their toes stepped on. One person got knocked down. I mean, it was total chaos. So I thought, no, I better not do that. Okay, Melinda, God bless. Holler back at us later tonight. Well, 9 o'clock Central Time, that's when they'll be live. Yep, I'm one step away from the other time zone. I can leave my house at 9 o'clock in the morning and be where I got to be before 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. As long as it's across the time zone. Okay, now Neil's gonna get straightened out here in a minute. Well, you know, we'll wait on you, Neil, for us to figure it out. All right. Melinda's moving closer to Dallas. That's Neil, take over for just a minute. Entertain everybody with one of your dance steps. Yeah, I do too, Peggy. Oh. Okay. Did Neil dance for y'all? Yeah, she will. She's easing that direction. Yeah. It's Southern Standard Time. That's about the way it is here. It's whenever I get around to it. I think she left us, didn't she? She'll be looking for you. Thank you. We hope so too. Oh, daggone it. He won't do it when I'm here. It's just when I'm having to entertain everybody when I step away for a minute. He goes into that dance step is. Yeah, Brandon can dance to a snake now. You know, he don't do too bad of a twist to a spider. You seen that too? Oh, it's all in good fun, Peggy. That's kind of like since he's probably listening anyway. He's peeking through the bushes. I don't care what color his building is. The building looks just fine, just the way it is, in my opinion. But I'm not going to tell him that. Hope he's not listening. I'm gonna give him a hard time about the color of that building. Uh, Did you see? Stephanie knew when he saw that spider and he had that fly swat. She knew he wasn't going to hit it the first time, and she knew when it bopped off there, he was going to go into one of them twisty dance things of his. So she got up and moved. I'm going to go stand over here till you get. And she said he wasn't no baseball player. Yeah, it's whatever. But I really think it'll fit better if it's painted. I really do. But it's fine just like it is as far as I care. Hey, with it that color different from everything else, when I fly my drone across Oklahoma, I'll be able to spot it a whole lot easier. Oh, there's that property with the odd looking building, you know? He was going to get away, that was for sure. Tina! Tina is on the scene. Good to see you, Tina. That's we just spent a little time online here kind of early today because the grounds family farm is going live tonight. Yep. So we just Neil wants to know if you can see his comments. She said yes, Neil. Look at that little button. Look at that little button nose. See it right there? Neil? That's definitely Tina. Melinda couldn't. Melinda was in here a little bit ago, Tina, and she couldn't see nothing Neil was typing. Yeah, well, we all have a long to-do list that we just can't seem to get around to all of it. So, yeah, it was probably just a glitch, something going on. I mean, maybe she didn't give it enough time to get all the way to her from the UK before, I don't know. I'm just thinking anything's possible. But if you send it by pigeon, if you put a firecracker underneath that pigeon, it'll get here a lot faster. I can breathe now. Huh. Which I think she did that, Peggy, because she came back and said, "I'm back." So I assume she redid it. Well, yeah. Well, I want K2 to know, which I really can't express that well typing. She has nothing to worry about. She's gonna be back home before she knows it. She's gonna be on here laughing at us for being silly. Yeah. Oh, Special K. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, mine gets rebooted every time the power goes off. Do, 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 do. No, Neil, you might be like me, just lazy. You don't need to be rebooted. You just need to get up and finally get up and do something. Yeah, everything around here since these storms Thursday. You see, the power's been off twice, 3 times, twice here. Uh, since the storms went through. No, 3 times. Now the other day there wasn't no reason for it to be. There wasn't no storm. Uh, Tennessee up there, parts of Tennessee up there still out. Still didn't have power. Quite a few number of people. We'll see y'all later. All right, God bless. Hope you feel better. We're going to be praying for you. That's what I need is a nap. I mean, I got up at noon today. It's time to take a nap. I noticed something. I didn't ever notice this before, but it's actually this thing called StreamYard. Your comments have the time right beside it, whatever time you said it. I never noticed that before. It could have been there all along. I just didn't pay attention. Well, that might be about close to me, Neil. I might once in a while get 6 hours in, but I'm up for a while, and then I finally fight my way back to sleep for maybe another hour or two. We're lucky yesterday. We were rain short, high winds, gusts, power never even flickered. Yeah. Well, you're lucky some tree or some palm tree didn't go flying up and knock out the lines on you or something. Hey, you don't see the time. You can turn the timestamp on YouTube chat too. Really? I got so much. There's so much I don't know about this mess. You know, yesterday I was starting to think I didn't know how to use the camera on the phone anymore. 2 different times I did probably about over a 2 minute video. I probably spent 5 minutes put the two together 2 different times that I videoed stuff and then discovered it why I didn't even video it. It was on picture. It kept going to take it just one time I had when I showed the peppers in my video yesterday talking about them, when I went to look at it, after I put the gas in the lawnmower, I picked the phone back up and I looked and I thought, why is the wall there? I had 2 pictures of the wall. Got a gnat flying in here. That's why I know how. It's behind. Okay, yeah. Tomorrow's going to be a nice day, and I have no doctor appointments or any reason to go to town. Oh, there you go. Hook up a hammock. Oh, I don't know. We got rain. We got rain tonight in the morning. Anyway, they say. And I'm not looking forward to it. I've seen all rain I want to see. I'd like to have a good solid week of no rain. Then it'd be welcome to rain a little bit. All right. God bless. We'll see y'all at 9 Central Time. Yeah. We all need to get ready here pretty soon. Let's see. I need to check and make sure Scott's back because I didn't go to the barn. And I need to make sure. Oh. Oh boy. Well, we're gonna plan a cookout here. They have finished the sunroom on the back of the house. Egon, hey, good to see you. And we're gonna plant now. Now Peter's doing a dance in the back there in that room. She's probably still dancing because them workers are out of there. And so we're gonna have to plan a big a barbecue out back around the fire pit. uh, Celebrate the finishing. We just yeah, she used to be a nightmare when it come to a rooster. Scott was wanting me to remember that guinea, and I said in the video that's 40 years ago. That's more than 40 years ago. Yeah, I was. Oh no, there was a guinea too. He was the guinea's the one I remember the roosters. I didn't remember the guinea. The guinea was back when she first moved over here, and that was yeah, that was well over 40 years ago. Uh, it was like that was back in the 80s. So the the first job she ever had, I don't know if I ever told this story before. The first job she ever had in this country, she worked for me, and I didn't know. I didn't know she didn't. She didn't know what a quarter was. 25-cent piece, quarter. She didn't know what a quarter was because in Germany they didn't have quarters. And she seemed to be doing pretty good. And I told her, I said, "Well, I'm going to go to the bank if you think you can handle it." Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. All right. I said, "If you haven't, we didn't have cell phones back then." And I said, "If you have any problems, call that bank number right there and tell them that when to call you when I get there." And I said, "Everybody in there knows me. If I walk in the door and you left a message, somebody will holler and tell me." Okay, they'll be looking for me if you leave a message. So I go down there. No phone calls, no messages. She must be doing all right. So on the way back, I decided to stop and get me something to eat. And then I run across somebody that I hadn't seen in a while. And I ended up standing there talking to them for a little bit. And then I came on back. And, well, underneath the counter, I had a bank bag. And it had coins in it, nickels, dimes, quarters, pennies. And I checked it before I left, and I told her, I said, we got enough change for the week, always, to make it through the weekend, so I'm not going to bring no change back. And what I was thinking anyway, I don't know if I said it to her, but she knew that change was there if she needed any. And I got back, and she was like, I need some more change. Huh? Oh, did you forget the bag was sitting down there? She goes, oh no, I've done used all that. Okay, how can you use enough change to last the whole weekend in just a couple of hours? And I opened the bag up and looked, and all the change is gone except for rolls of quarters. And I pulled open the cash drawer because we didn't have a cash register. We had just a drawer you worked out of. I pulled the drawer out and I looked, and there was no nickels, no dimes, but there was just a few pennies in there, and the quarter tray was slap full because she had opened some of them, not knowing what they were, and went ahead and put them in there with the ones that looked like them, but she had no idea how to use them. I sent her home. I said, go home, learn how to make change. We'll work on it tomorrow. She thought she went home. On her way home, she stopped by the bank and she bought coins. She went and bought some quarters, nickels, and dimes, and she went home and sat down with Scott, and she worked until she learned how to make change using quarters. Well, I didn't know she did that, but she says she went home saying, he's fired me. I know I ain't got no job no more. I didn't. She came back the next day. And she was like, I know how to use quarters now. Do I get to work? So I said, you sure you know how to use them? So I give her I said, okay. I pulled $1 out of the cash drawer and said, yeah, I owe you 14 cents. Make change for me. And she did it just fine with the quarters. I said, okay, here we go. And I've never been a person that will stand over your shoulder. I'll show you how to do it. And if you don't understand it, speak now because I'm going to leave you alone and let you do it. And so that's why I didn't know she didn't know how to use quarters. She seemed to be doing fine. She was handling customers. They were in, they were out. There wasn't no hold up. Nobody having no backup in lines because she couldn't figure out what to do. But what I didn't know is she owed them 50 cents. She was giving them the 5 dimes. But after I got gone, she ran out of dimes, started using nickels. And then she started using pennies until she ran out of change. Plenty of quarters, though. Plenty of quarters. Still to this day, and this goes back into the 80s, talk about Peter Steele. I'm glad she figured out how to use those quarters. But she just knew that night. When I sent her home, I just told her to go home. She just knew she got fired. Yeah. That's it, Neil. That's it. Well, yeah, let's see. I had another young lady that worked for me at the time, too. Her name, she actually works for the county, now. Her name was Noni. Her and Noni. I got some good stories about them, both of them. Peter in her quarters and Noni and her not knowing what she's talking about. Uh, in November, one of the biggest air shows in history. Huh. It's going to be in November, huh? I might. Well, November. Don't know if I can or not in November. What month is Halloween's in November, ain't it? What month is Halloween then? I think that's the month we do the whole month of pony rides up in the rapids. October, okay. October. It's October we spend the month up there doing pony rides at the rapids. So, November? I don't know. Yeah. And I'll tell you what bothers me, Neil, is our money's green and it won't grow. $1.76. Yeah, Halloween's in October. Yeah, you never need a quarter unless they handed you a penny. They give you $1 and a penny. Then you owe them a quarter. No one gets a quarter. There you go. You got a bunch of quarters now, Neil. We don't take quarters. I'll tell you what. I, I finally saw it one time. I've seen it once. I've only seen it once. The place didn't take cash. And I'm like, it's guaranteed money. We don't take cash. We only take cards. You have a debit card or a credit card. I'd rather have cash than your credit card any day of the week. $376. Give me 76 cents and I'll give you these 3/4. Kids are so funny when they don't understand the money, how money works, and you have $1 in his hand. Would you like $1 or would you like to have 5 dimes or 4 quarters? They'll, 3/4 because there's 3 of them. They don't understand the value. And it's funny because they'll go because they think there's more. 3 is more than 1. And I've had some fun times with that with kids before. Well, it's little kids that's you got to teach that don't know the difference. Now I don't have one that don't know the difference. Believe me, I know. Yeah, they know the difference between one $5 bill and a $1 bill in a heartbeat. Go pick it off the tree in the backyard. It's green. It should be growing by now. That's what I was thinking, Peggy, and didn't want to say it. Plastic bottle. Look, everybody talks about how much one country owes another and all this. Uh, I think if we all added up and paid back, they'd probably all break even with each other. And because they're all spending money they don't have. There's nothing. There's no basis for it anymore. Gold don't count no more. I don't know. Had to go take my daughter to dance. All right. we'll see you then, Tina. God bless. Good to see you. Hopefully, I'll be able to see well enough to read tonight. I'm having a hard time right now. It's actually it's blurry. I'm trying to get it to focus. But I'll see you there. Y'all go do twist now. Yeah. She should look if she lets her daughter watch the Eddies. She might be able to go teach them a new dance that she's seen. Every person in America that includes non-citizens paid $100, we would be a debt free now. Yeah. Right now, legal Americans, we are. What did they say? It's $12,000. I think somewhere around $12,000 a person for every legal resident of the United States. Is how much this country's in debt. The more they go into debt, the more we owe per person. It adds up. Well, I'm sure it's not. Must be dance school. Oh, well, I just hadn't been on for a few days, and I wanted to jump on here, and I thought, well, just let me see. I was surprised. All of you are here. Made my day. I mean, could be a few more jump in here. Let's see. 3B, Homestead could have jumped in. I hadn't seen them. They might not have seen that I was on. They did a video I just watched doing their tomatoes. And 2 left feet, but you got 2 left legs for them to go on. Well, I don't know. Next time you pull them out of the refrigerator, we'll see about that, Neil. Well, I had made some comments, Peggy, on their channel, and while we were talking, that they were on their channel looking at the comments and stuff because they sent stuff back to me. But I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to tell you I'll see you in a few hours. About two more hours from now. I'm going to go make sure the barn got taken care of, or Scott went down there or not. Because they took Big Red and went over and brought the tractor over here and got the trailer over here. So, next step, when it ain't raining, I don't want to pull my truck down there in the rain. It'll get wet. Oh, I mean, it'll get wet sitting out there, but I can't drive in the rain, so I don't even like to ride in the rain because I can't look out the windshield with the wipers going. So I'm going to go see what I can do real quick, or what I need to do. Hopefully, all I need to do is come back in here and jump in the chair and I turn the massage on and take an hour nap. But we'll see. Good to see you, Neil, Peggy, everybody. I don't know who's still left. But Tina, if you're still there, I can't remember. She left. All righty. God bless. Keep on smiling. And we will see you. Yeah, I think he's learned that. I think he's learned not to do that now. We'll see you after a while. Good to see y'all.